The Manx people knew that if they tried to side with the Royalist forces and defend the island against the parliamentarians, and of course the lady and man who had been left in charge absolutely treated the Manx like dirt, so they had no love for her. They knew that even though we could defend ourselves well against the parliamentarians, it would just be a bloodbath.
It was more like a gentleman's club. We're members of Parliament, we're members of Tynwald. That's not what it's supposed to be.
So you see this transition from the boys' club to this massive female intake, of course?
Well, I think having a female intake with different perspectives is of benefit to the island.
I hear you guys are heading off to sunnier climes. Tell us more.
Yeah, we certainly are. We're heading over to sunny Spain Tuesday. We're going to be joining the Gibraltar FA. We've been given this quite a rare opportunity to join Dave Murphy, who's helped us along with the Referee Society to go out there. It's going to be exciting.
I had indeed planned to step down last year, but then sadly Roy Kenyock had died, and I felt it was important we gave a tribute to him. Ironically, this year as well, a great stalwart of the early days of my involvement in the nationalist movement, Linda Ramsey, had died as well, so of course I was able to pay respect to her, which was particularly important because she was one of the ones who was at the original annual commemorations, which started in '79, although there had been ad hoc commemorations from the early '60s. So that's the background to the William Dunn.
Kind of extreme by name, extreme by nature. The distances are big, the swim is going to be wild, and then the run is deliberately really, really tough. So to give you a flavour of that, the run will it goes up the Barrule Ridge and comes back down again, and then finishes on top of Snaefell. So after the end of a long day, that's what competitors have to contend with.
Blockchain is again a brand new technology which provides to the users of this technology utmost integrity, security and transparency. In a few words, with blockchain technology, the users can have a fully trusted customer experience. And this is the biggest and the most important characteristic of the blockchain technology.
It's been a busy year compared to last year's arrest. There was 14, so we are up. That's a positive in our respect.
That's your spin on it. How because you number-wise you're up because you looked at more people, or what?
Yeah. We stopped 349 vehicles this year. As I said, we've had 23 arrests. Mm-hmm. For us, it's a positive because we've stopped people that have been drink driving. It doesn't mean that there are more people that have been drink driving this year than last year. It just means that we've been out there and at the right time in the right places, and we've caught them.
Great. So basically the university only allows us to have £3,000 maximum for our project. So they give us £500 and we have to fund £2,500 ourselves. So it's actually quite tricky to go all the way from York to the Isle of Man with just £3,000 for a whole crew, which is why we're sourcing actors directly on the islands, because obviously we want to exploit local actors, but also because we think it's important to have local people, but it's also because we generally just don't have the money to get actors to the island.
Seriously, how long is this taken now, the whole thing?
It has taken a little while, as you well know, because it's a while since we were last down, Paul. I mean, the building work started earlier this year, so and we did originally hope that we would be in for the summer. Obviously, we haven't quite done that, but we're pretty much there now and open in a few days.
So the police have been called to Watson Lane here just a couple of hours ago. The builders working on the property behind us discovered some sort of ordnance being found. It apparently was found in the garden. Well, we've had a word with the person who found these bullets, apparently, which is how he described them, when he was just looking into the garden.
I seen 2 big bullets, I'd say, and they were massive, and it just was a bit of a shock to see them in Willaston. Yeah. And then next thing you know, the police were here. And